I played Dragon Age the Veilguard for 75 hours just to understand what the buzz is all about. With high ratings on Metacritic, but plenty of content creators voicing their doubts, I had to know, is it the story, the design, or maybe this guy? Since there are more questions than answers, I picked up my controller, ignored all the warnings, and jumped in. So sit back, relax, and let me tell you all about what I found out playing Dragon Age the Veilguard. For years, I must say, I've already explored different kinds of worlds. Those designed to scare you, make you feel warm and fuzzy, and make you believe in magic. But there's one world I never thought existed, and it's the world of Dragon Age. The moment I stepped in, I was soaked with beautiful landscapes and intricate designs, blended carefully with realistic and fantastical elements. BioWare made sure that we know that they know what top-tier high fantasy world should look and feel like. They made use of different color palettes for locations you unlock, making each place feels unique in their own way. It does remind me of Remedy's treatment on #1 fan from Night Springs DLC. But here's the thing, as much as I love this world, I couldn't ignore how excessively massive it is. The game is a great reminder that size doesn't always mean top tier. And honestly, it wasted a lot of my precious time just moving from one point to another. If you don't believe me, look at how long it takes for me to get to each companion's quarters after teleporting back to the lighthouse. You see what I mean? Now let's talk about quests. Companion quests ate up about 70% of my time. 70. And you know what's best? The companion quests are basically the cousins of main quest. They use the same location, combats, and the mechanics are just reskinned version of what you've already done. For me, it failed to experiment on different and more fun mechanics like fetch quest, stealth mission, or maybe a basic training practice with Asan. That's the whole reason why I went exclusive with this guy. While on the other hand, the game gives you mini quests like crossing a bridge or opening a gate. It's so simple and plain that I was laughing at how BioWare belittled our level of puzzle solving. You are all dumb. Here's a clip of me activating the statue when you need to hit all of the golden hexagons to get the health bonus. So exciting, right? And here's another clip of me thinking,
Oh gosh darn it, if only there's a key somewhere.
Now we are on the most talked about part of the game that everyone seems to have an opinion about. And I think I know why. The characters in Dragon Age the Veilguard are just hard to love. Except for Asan and Manfred. Love those two.
Wait, you can't just leave me with the...
Good luck with that!
I didn't have the same, or at least little, attachment to any of the 7 companions compared to how broken I was, knowing that I'd have to wait another 2 years just to hang out with my besties. I also have a video about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth if you're interested. I'm going to be honest here. I know nothing about the previous titles of Dragon Age, but through our research, we found out, which I'm sure a lot of you know about this, David Geider, the lead writer behind the narrative footprint of BioWare, said this on Twitter back in 2023. Quote, "Even BioWare, which built its success on a reputation for good stories and characters, slowly turned from a company that vocally valued its writers to one where we were quietly resented, with a reliance on expensive narrative seen as the albatross holding the company back." Unquote. So, aside from the Pixar-like expressionless characters that we have, the dialogues are just bad. They love to over-explain unnecessary and uncalled information. It's like my old English essays. More words mean higher grade.
Goodness. It's terribly uncivilized to drop in on a lady unannounced.
Now the evening's ruined.
You've got something on yourself.
How very eloquent.
Oh god. They treated us players like we have a brain of a toddler. The cutscenes are rated PG. The tensions are cute. To the point that the dialogue choices are super nice, kinda nice, and nice.
Trying to save your ass.
It seems like the game's direction and its writing style really made an impact with how the community experienced the game overall. And also, it felt like a mix of two things. Number one, HR was in the same room with the writers, and two, Chadley. Chadley is behind all of this, guys.
Alright, Mai, you've had your fun.
But when you think you've just had enough of the rated PG gameplay, BioWare made sure that the finale is unforgettable. The hype was there, the conflict was its highest, the impact of your choices was at its peak. It's almost nothing like the 75 long hours I have spent. It's like they have taken all that's bad and turned it into this badass game that we came here for. After saving the world, I started thinking, wow, if only the whole game was just like the ending. But what does the community think of the game? One comment from Steam said, I never thought I'd be a person who would thumbs down a game I spent 200 hours on, but here we are. Another one also said, when you expect disappointment and you're already disappointed, BioWare needs to change their pronouns to they were developers. I'm not the one saying this, guys, okay? Another one said, seems fine so far. Combat is much more intensive. The writing is painful. Actually, painful. Another Metacritic user review said, not a terrible game, just a terrible Dragon Age game. I felt like I was playing a Hogwarts Legacy sequel more than a Dragon Age sequel. But people on Reddit have more positive comments like, it's honestly the dumbest thing. I bought the game because I saw it and loved the other Dragon Age game. I played it for like 40 hours and had a blast before even seeing or reading a single thing about it online. And also another one read, I don't care what YouTube, review site, or friend told. Go play this game right now. None of what was said as negativity was true. Game of the year, right here. Dragon Age the Veilguard is the game everyone was rooting for, waiting for, and had high hopes for. But don't let the negatives outweigh the positives. This is a game that you need to play to experience the grand finale. And that is the review of Dragon Age the Veilguard. So what are your thoughts on this? Leave it in the comment section and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good friends, goodbye. And now it's time to go. But hey, I say, well, that's okay. I'll see you very soon, I know. Very soon, I know. Bye. Bye.